My name is Jade Fuller. My role is a belonging, inclusion and diversity consultant within the finance sector. I've worked within the finance sector for almost 11 years now, and I've been working flexibly since I returned from maternity leave in August 2019. I currently work part-time doing 3 days a week, Monday to Wednesday. On Monday and Wednesday, I work 9 to 5, and on Tuesdays, I work from 7:30 to 3:30. 2 days are in the London office and 1 day is from home. And I'm also currently working in a job share with my colleague who works from Wednesday to Friday. So whilst I was on maternity leave in 2018, I quickly realised I didn't want to be working 5 days a week when I returned to work and wanted some extra time with my daughter. So my husband and I decided that 4 days could work. And when I asked my employer, they were very supportive. So much so they allowed me to use the annual leave I accrued whilst on maternity leave to book off every Wednesday before I formally moved down to a 4 day a week, which was great financially. And this was before the pandemic. So my 4 days at this point were all in the office. And then it was when I went on maternity leave again in 2020, whilst I was on maternity leave, I decided I'd like to return to work 3 days a week instead. And we'd already been working from home due to the pandemic in the lead up to my maternity leave. So I requested when I returned to work to do 3 days a week, and that I'd like to do 2 days in the office and 1 day from home, which again was approved with no real struggle. I have to add though, I think as an organisation, yes, my contract says 9 to 5, on 2 days and 7:30 to 3:30 on 1 day, and that I can work from home on one of those days. But I think generally it's quite a flexible organisation. So like with life, I've got children, I could have childcare issues, sickness, appointments, special events at nursery and school. It's great that I've got the privilege of additional flexibility should I need it. And it just means that I can work around these things. I don't need to sign off in order to do so. And the organisation is quite supportive in that sense as well. Working part-time and flexibly has been a game changer. My work-life balance has benefited hugely. Equally from a well-being perspective, my commute to the office in London is just over an hour. So on the days that I'm working from home, it's saving me almost 2.5 hours of commuting time. Equally, being able to work an earlier shift on Tuesdays means I avoid a busy, more stressful commute, and I can be there for school pickup and nursery pickup, which is great because I get to spend extra quality time with my daughters before bedtime. I do like going into the office. I think it can be really motivating and more collaborative, but the day I have at home is so productive. And that increased productivity only benefits the organisation. I sometimes feel like I actually get more work done in 3 days compared to the 5 days that I was working previously. I think the job share that I'm currently in, where I work Monday to Wednesday, my colleague works Wednesday to Friday, works perfectly. It's not an opportunity that I think people take up that often. And we have worked together in previous roles at the organisation, but I think having that day crossover in the middle is great because I can, update her about what I've done and she can take on for the rest of the week. And I think more organisations should be thinking about job shares, particularly when it comes to working mothers, working parents. It's a great opportunity to give someone the option of work who may not ordinarily have taken it because they don't want to work a full-time job. But by bringing two people in, you've got, collaboration of mind, of ideas. And I think we're making a real success of it, and it's showing in, what we've achieved through doing that job share.